All right, so our presentation is about our dream restaurant, T's and B's. So our concept is inspired by garden relaxation. It's designed to be a place that is a sit down and relax. It's not something that you are supposed to, go straight through it early in the morning and just grab your coffee and go. Well, mostly because we don't open that early. Um, the atmosphere is supposed to be very carefree, relaxing. It's supposed to be um, based on relaxation. In each building, there will be soft ambient music playing, the very quiet, very background music based, um, except for in the um, except for in the flower shop where their music will be just a little louder so that people who are going around and shopping for their flowers can enjoy a little bit of music while doing so. um, it's supposed to be a safe place for most hours of the day, especially specifically for finding time to reconnect with nature and just enjoy your life rather than trying to rush through it.
So our target market is young adults and teenagers from ages 16 to 30. We want this age group to come in and feel relaxed and have a place to get away from their really busy schedules. Um, we want them to either feel like they can have this. Sorry, we want this to either be a place where they can come in and get away from that, or have them be able to feel like they can bring their work here and have like a quiet, relaxing place to be able to do that work outside of either the classroom or their office. Um, Social media is going to be our main way to market towards them. As you know, that demographic is on social media most of the time during their day. So we're going to be using TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat to really gear towards that age group. Um, we are also going to be open from the hours of 7 to 1 a.m. Again, that is to most of the time that age group doesn't wake up very early, so we wouldn't really see probably a lot of
Super early morning.
business.
Yeah.
But then a lot of the times they stay up super late, so it gives them a lot of time to come in and sit down and spend a lot of time there. Also, most of our competition closes at about 7 p.m., so we will be able to get a lot of the business that they will be losing, especially since a lot of this age group doesn't want to go out to bars and party anymore. They would rather sit down somewhere more quiet. So we're hoping to get that group of people. Um, so yeah, anything?
Um, so the organization, we're going to have three different departments of the cafe: cafe, garden, and kitchen. Um, each area is going to have a specific manager for that area. Um, the average day would be four baristas, two gardeners, and two cooks. One of each of those is going to be a supervisor, so a head chef and a garden manager and a um, barista supervisor for each bar. The four baristas would be separated between two different cafe bars, I guess, and they would all work together in order to get to that point. One of the gardeners would be by the flower shop at all times if the garden manager is not on shift. And then we also have the social media manager, which they will be taking photos and videos of the place, marketing how they need to. Once we get more stable, we plan on opening up a event manager position where they will create events to post onto the social medias, because a lot of our target demographics like to see events that are planned by different places, especially good and fun events. And so We're going to open up an event manager and a marketing manager specifically, to work with the social media manager on how to promote our business, how to get, maybe flyers out there and stuff like that.
So this the financial projections. What you're looking at here is just what needs to be kind of the rough outline of what we need to open the business. So this is like the ovens, the espresso machine, the cups to either like dine inside or to go, any other like expenses for the kitchen and for the floral shop. That comes out to be about $84,000, and then we would need about an additional $20,000 for the first 5 years. Then we are hopefully will be self-sustainable after that 5 years and be working off paying off our debts. Hopefully before then, but definitely after that 5 years. We need about $1 million to open. We're estimating, because this is a pretty big operation. Um, but
And then we would also operate under an LLC. The legal structure would protect partners from personal liability in case the business faces bankruptcy or lawsuits or any of the sort. This will allow the partners to have full control over the business and some benefits from the partnership. It also allows for multiple partners, and they do not have to be directly involved. So one owner can help run the business while the others are just silent and help funding. And so our menu is going to be based purely off from typical cafes, espresso, black coffee, macchiatos, stuff like that. But we're also going to be bringing the garden theme into the food as well. We are going to hopefully be serving drinks with culinary grade flower inclusions. So lavender, elderflower, rosemary, hibiscus, and there will even be like a special floral bouquet version, with lavender, rose, hibiscus, and elderflower all together. Um, this will allow for us to have typical flavors for customers who may not be adventurous, but also want to try some sort of new things. And then for food, our chef is going to be focusing on things that are quick and easy to make. So pastries and any sort of baking good. It will be, croissants, danishes, scones, muffins, tarts. There's always room to add different flavors into these as well. So things like our like grade flowers will be implemented into that, and we will be having at homegrown fruits and vegetables that will be implemented into the croissants and muffins and quiches and such. Um, so one thing that we specifically want to make sure that we're going to have is going to be blueberry muffins and then cranberry orange muffins, because those are absolutely delicious. And then these flavors will change based on the season, just based off from what produce is the most fresh. The layout is multi-leveled, so there are um, two different cafes, two different cafe bars. They have the same menu, same options, all of that, as well as a garden and a separate bathroom, which is in the corner of the property, but still close enough for people to walk to if they need it. It goes along a nice, quiet trail through the gardens. The bottom cafe is where the back of the house is. That's where the storage and kitchens are, where the chefs will be making all the food fresh in the morning and throughout the day. And then they will be transferred over into heating the pastry heating areas. And then the upper floor will also have a fully functional kitchen, but with less storage and area for them to work with. Um, and so um, underneath the upper floor is actually a garden area where people can sit and dine and talk and meet. Um, and then all around the buildings are, obviously a bunch of flowers and areas like that where people can sit or even just sit on a bench and read their newspaper, basically whatever they want. And then the gardeners will be the main service people for the outside. So going around collecting any cups that they may find, um, taking care of any questions that they may have, or sending them to the cafe in order to get questions that they may not fully understand. And these are just some pictures of the business which I had created on The Sims. So ignore the lady standing in there with the cup, as I was trying very hard to take pictures and she just kept showing up.
The one on the bottom right is of the. Actually, both of them are
Yes.
down of the downstairs main kitchen area, and the
Pastry bar.
Pastry
Yep.
bar.
Um, and so this is the layout, basically. So right here we have the upper floor, which is, set up with the fridge and the stoves and the ovens, preparing areas. There's multiple different seating areas up here. And then this right here is where the bottom level is. This is the kitchen, which apparently you can't see into. But there's multiple seating areas here as well. And then right here is where the flower shop is. There is also seating up by the flower shop. And then the bathroom is over in this corner right here along this path, which you use to get all around the gardens. So this is the layout of the kitchen right now, as we begin. But we plan on extending the kitchen further out once we have traditional, yeah, better funding, and more business. We have an estimate of how much business we'll be getting per day. This is a closer look at what the layout is for the lower half. And then over in this corner, you can see some of the seating and flower areas for the customers to go underneath with some shade. And that is our presentation.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.